the age-old superpower question. Would you rather have the ability to be invisible or the ability to fly?
Oh.
It's the question every 6-year-old asks each other on the playground during recess.
Invisible, but not for pervy reasons.
See, that's the thing. Yeah, you're not thinking about that when you're a kid, but
right.
Or at least I hope not.
Yeah, it's like don't watch Porky's.
I know invisibility sounds awesome because you just have such a luxury to do whatever. Really, I mean, flying is cool because you're flying.
Is it okay? My reason for choosing invisibility is not so much about the invisibility. It's about the practicality of flying and wind friction.
Okay, the way
bird poop, all kinds of the FAA.
Yeah.
As far as this flying ability goes, it's the just no flapping of arms necessary. You could just levitate and go as you please.
You're just Supermaning around.
Yeah, you can't go like
clench your butt to go faster.
Yes, of course. You can't go like the speed of light or anything like that, but you could go as fast as a car on a highway easily if you'd like.
Okay.
For
See what I'm saying?
Parameters
Think
around
about all the bugs and nasty stuff that'd be in your face.
And
going
you
that
definitely
fast.
have
And
to
if you're invisible, your clothes get to be invisible too, so it doesn't have to be one of those like you got to like strip down to make sure you're actually invisible.
Well, I'm glad you bring up clothes because when you're flying, I feel like you have to have like a designated outfit or suit that you're going to wear.
Yeah, so
you can't just be like flying around in your Sunday best going to your job and then you show up and you got all the bugs on you.
That shit costs money. I'm broke.
Yeah.
I can only go to a dry cleaner so many times.
Invisibility come as it is, baby.
Yeah, I like the invisibility. I think that's what I would choose too.
Okay.
It's
I was thinking I might go flying.
really
Yeah, because one of the big perks about the invisibility one is the fact that you can kind of just dip if you needed to dip. You say, all right, I'm heading out. You know, you can do that flying too.
I feel like you'd end, I feel like you'd end up like Uber Eatsing yourself, and like you'd have to like fly people around in order to afford all the accessories that you would need to fly around to begin with. And you'd just be caught in this never-ending loop,
it's like the guy with the pickup
ferrying
truck.
people around.
The guy, yes, yep. These tires are expensive, so I got to rent my services out to replace them or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have to worry about my flight. Dave can just when I wake up, Dave can just take me over to the airport.
Now capitalism has consumed your flying ability.
Yeah, it's like when flying started out, it was only a rich man's game. Then they deregulated it, and everybody could do it. And now it's a rich man's game.
Yeah. I feel like too, if you're gonna turn to a life of crime, the invisibility is a much better one.
You can hide so much easier.
Yeah.
I feel like you can escape. Oh no, escaping is just as easy for the visibility because they can't fucking see you. Yeah, I think that one helps with that one's more convenient with the life of crime. Because while you can escape easily both ways, the hiding is so much easier with the invisibility.
It is.
Yep.
Rob Banks.
Nobody'd ever know you're there if you're invisible. If you did it right.
Get back to bank robbing.
I would think though in both.
Whereas the dude that flew away would be on the news.
Yeah.
I feel, yeah, man flies away from scene.
The choppers follow him all the way to his house. He has been apprehended.
I feel like if you got away quick enough with the flying, you could hide a little bit in the air possibly, but I feel like both of these, like, you're not invisible to like some kind of radar. Like both of them.
I'm sure heat.
Yeah. Oh.
Like the Predator.
Infrared. Like if they knew you could be invisible.
Yeah.
Like that changes things. If they know that's in your bag of tricks.
Now, if you have a mud suit.
A ghillie suit.
Yeah. A ghillie suit covered in mud.
I heard that the Predator vision they used in that movie was so effective that the military started using some elements of it.
Get out of here. That doesn't surprise me.
That's true. That's James Cameron or no? No, that was Alien.
Yeah. Predator, I don't know who did the first one.
Talk about two movies.
John McTiernan.
Those are two movie franchises.
John McTiernan.
Tiernan?
Tiernan. John.
Those are two movie franchises that the sequels took turns that were nothing like the originals.
Has anyone seen that new Predator movie that came out?
Predator Badlands?
Yeah. It looked cool.
It was good.
I saw the trailer of it when I went and saw Tron. And I was like,
Oh,
hey,
how was Tron, by the way?
Oh, I loved Tron.
I know you liked 1 and 2.
I loved it way more than I thought I was going to.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I liked it a lot. I
Was
mean,
Jeff Bridges in it?
Yeah, of
Oh,
course. Yeah, he
okay.
was. He definitely was. Disney's going to kill it again, and we'll see.
And Jared Leto, too, right?
See, I don't want to give Jared Leto praise because he doesn't deserve it. But
He certainly doesn't need it.
But, and this is a huge but, who knew he could actually deliver a believable acting performance if you told him to act like a robot? It's perfect for him. It's perfect for him. He played the character to a T, man. I believe that he was a program.
If you tell him to act like a robot or a pervert, he can get that done.
Oh, man.
Which is why I think Jared Leto would choose invisibility. Definitely for pervy reasons.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Have y'all ever seen The Little Things?
No.
With Jared Leto and Remy Malek and Denzel Washington?
I have not.
Where Jared Leto is like...
That's a hell of a cast.
Yeah.
Jared Leto is like this suspected murderer, serial murderer that's like gotten away with it, basically.
Okay.
And he's just like the creepiest person imaginable, but they just can't get anything on him.
Ugh.
And I don't know. The movie kind of reminds me of Seven.
Oh. I love Seven.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? We just had Christmas. It is December 28th when we're recording this, so all of us have had Christmas. I've used that joke many times.
Oh, yeah.
This weekend.
Oh, yeah.
What's in the box?
Oh, God.
Didn't they make an actual prop for that? They made the prop for her head, and they ended up not using it because it was...
There's
just
two
too much.
very
Too
different versions of that, how that scene played out.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's the canon one at this point.
Oh.
I don't know what's the director's accepted version at this point.
I thought it was her head. Her head in the box.
I think that is too, but there's a whole nother version where there's like nothing in the box or it's like it's definitely not her head. Like
Oh, I didn't know that.
Seven Schrodinger's box.
yeah, there's like
Her head
a
is both in the box and not in the box.
maybe there's like a Mandela effect thing happening there.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Ooh, maybe. I've always wanted the ability to fly, though. I will have recurring dreams where I'm just like,
Dad, we're back.
and we're back. Where I am like flying like Supermaning around, but not like super high, like 2 or 3 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of like zooming around.
See, I feel like if you
Like I am the hoverboard.
gave me the ability to fly, but I've got like the Dragon Ball Z sound effects when I take off, and I'm like, all right,
okay.
maybe.
I had this weird recurring dream when I was a kid that like gravity would fail for me, but like nothing around me or no objects or people was just totally normal, but like all of a sudden I wouldn't stick to the ground. It was like I was a balloon with helium in it.
So the rapture. You were being raptured.
So I'm like holding on, like one specifically is I remember,
But I
like,
bet you ain't never seen a flying talking donkey.
you can talk. I just like remember I was in the parking lot like of a grocery store with my mom, and I'm like hanging on to the cart return rack, like, and I'm just like by my hands with my feet in the air above my head.
God, that's so good.
Like flew away into the clouds, and then I woke up, and it was one of those dreams where like your body hits the bed when you wake up too.
This is a children's book. You need to write this. This is 100%
sweat.
a children's
Scary
book.
stories for the dark or after
Yeah.
dark.
The only recurring dream that I remember that I have is I have a dream that I go to school and I had forgotten my shirt.
I have that one. Or where I'm just wearing a shirt. I'm like Winnie the Poohing it
Oh,
everywhere. And my shirt is like just barely long enough
so you're like
to
having
cover my dongle. Just barely.
you're having to navigate life in that situation.
Yes.
Oh, this is the worst.
I'm like covering my titties. What does it mean, Doc?
Sigmund. Dr. Freud.
Oh, God. All right, I think we can move on. That was a good one. Welcome to the Ranger Zone. We are 3 indiscreetly obsessed Rangers fanatics, semi-qualified to dish out our takes like hotcakes from the fans to the front office. I am Robbie Belusic.
I am Chris Green.
I am Tony Cook.
We have a fantastic episode for everybody, all 12 of our listeners and stragglers who find this when they're looking for a different Rangers podcast. It is all filled with facts of Daniel Robert Jansen, our new backup catcher, or rather tandem catcher.
Old Dan Jan.
Yeah, Danny Jan.
Got a couple senior citizens behind the plate.
That's right, we sure do. But before we do that, how about a little bit of news?
There's trouble in paradise.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
First up here in the news, we've got some team awards, guys. They were given out. I know we did a little version of our own, but the official team awards were announced, and they are Player of the Year. Drum roll, please. Wyatt Langford, Player of the Year. How do you feel about that?
Yeah,
Corey Seager's got to play
Offensive.
games.
It's offensive player because they do have an individual for Pitcher of the Year.
He got to play games to be eligible for that.
That's just because like Corey Seager was 12th in the league in WAR in the 30 games he played, but it's like you're still 12th in the league in WAR as clearly your best player this year.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that.
But no, yeah, Langford deserves it. I think.
Yeah, he took a step up from 2024 for sure.
Yeah,
because he didn't come out of the gate swinging like everybody thought he would, but he progressed.
He could be primed for a nice breakout.
Yep.
I really think a changing in philosophy from a hitting approach standpoint is what's going to help him. Something clearly wasn't working with the way that we viewed him and the way that he viewed himself at the plate, and we need to find a way to realign that a little bit.
And the other facets of his game seem to be solidly above average at worst. So, between his speed and his defense,
and you have to wonder if all this attention to becoming a competent outfielder at multiple positions at once has taken away some from his ability to continue to get better at the plate.
Because his defense, while never scouted poorly, was not the focus coming out of college. It was definitely his bat.
Yeah. It's interesting you bring that up, Tony, because we're facing a possibility of him moving back to center,
which I would
this season. So, yeah. I would definitely like, but
so if that's the case, it's not getting alleviated.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're now
will still be there.
Yeah, we're now having to go back to center field where we tried you out first and then needed you in left field. So, all right, next is the co-pitchers of the year. These are both Nathan Eovaldi and Jacob deGrom, rightfully awarded gentlemen.
Yeah, part of me is like, splitting is corny, but
yeah.
I mean, Eovaldi was on track to have one of the best seasons ever.
I think he would have won the Cy Young if he kept going. If he made his last three starts or whatever. Yeah,
he definitely would have given Scooble a run for his money.
Yeah,
due to the fact that Eovaldi did get hurt, though.
Yeah,
it opens the door a little bit, and DeGrom looked like DeGrom.
Yeah,
I think you could have given it solely to DeGrom, and that would have been fine. I don't think Eovaldi would have gotten his feelings hurt or anything.
No. And as far as pitching a full 30+ games, DeGrom had one of the best seasons the Rangers ever had.
I was going to say, take Eovaldi out and pretend like he wasn't even a part of the staff.
Right.
We could be talking about that being the greatest season a Rangers pitcher has had since any of us have been alive.
Which is wild because there's that, and then we're juxtaposing it against but he wasn't DeGrom.
Right? How crazy. All right, next up is the Rookie of the Year. That goes to Mr. Jack Leiter.
Oh, hands down.
Yeah, I like that.
That's an easy pick.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Like, man, put in some serious work this past season to...
silenced all of the doubts and questions we had after
there
his
were
6 starts or so in 2024. It got rough, and it got rough fast.
People were ready to already cut bait, and I was like, okay, all of y'all are crazy. It was like 6 starts does not make a major league pitcher. Like, hold on.
Yeah, everyone was like, oh, he's done. He's been rocked too hard in the majors.
Yeah, he won't be able to ever build his confidence back up.
Yeah, Chris and I were mentioning this on the car ride over here. He's just in a prime position to focus on his game, not have to worry about any pressure.
He's number 3 at best.
Number 3 at best.
Yeah.
When everybody's healthy, just go out there and do the best you can. Worry about your game. It's just a great position for a young pitcher to be in.
Oh yeah, and he's got those 2 guys that are ahead of him in the rotation are all-time guys that you could just pick their ears.
Yeah,
or pick their brains.
Yeah,
pick at their ears.
All right, the next few, I'll just rattle these, the last three off. They are the Jim Sundberg Community Achievement Award. That goes to Corey Seager.
Don't tell Marcus that.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. He did the big, he's got the big ballpark over there.
That's true.
The little batting cage and practice field. The next one is the Harold McKinney Good Guy Award, and that goes to Mr. Goodburger himself.
I was just thinking, Good Guy, Good Burger.
Jake Goodburger. And then the last one is the Richard Durrett Hardest Working Ranger, and that goes to Jacob Latz.
Yeah, man, had
Like that pick.
a lot was asked of him. You know, he had to. You're coming out the bullpen. You're coming out the rotation. You're going back to AAA. Oh, back to the big leagues.
Yep.
So
I felt like every time that we had to call upon him on a larger than normal situation where he had to either go long or he had to make spot starts, he answered the call and with poise and finesse and just badassery. He was really good, and I was worried about him for a little while because he was getting kind of the same roles, mop-up roles, really, as Walter Pennington,
yeah,
Colorado School of Mines.
Yeah, there was a point where we were like, who's going to get DFA'd here?
Right,
Yeah. And then dude came back. Dude, he's going to be in the rotation next year. He's a left-handed
I want
pitcher.
him to be in the rotation.
He's a left-handed pitcher. We didn't make a ton of splashy moves at the winter meetings. I don't know who else we're going to pick up to be a left-handed person unless Patrick Corbin's still available and cheap.
Didn't Bradford have surgery that's going to pretty much keep him out a good chunk of this next year?
I think just the first or second month. I think he's supposed to be back before the All-Star break.
And at this point, it's like you can't put any eggs in that basket till you see it again.
Absolutely, absolutely not.
Fingers crossed for our boy, though.
Yeah.
Hometown kid.
So we're expecting a lot out of Latz.
Yes.
All these awards will be given out at FanFest on January 24th. Get your tickets if this comes out before then.
Did either of y'all get an opportunity back in the day to read Richard Durrett columns?
Yeah.
I miss that guy so much.
I do too.
He was like my favorite beat writer by far.
Yeah.
Like I love Evan Grant. He's great. Love Jeff Wilson, but Richard Durrett was the guy.
Yeah. Next up here in the news, we've got some bad news. Well, it's more sad news, I guess.
I'm just glad he got what he was projected to get.
Same.
I'm
And
glad somebody saw some value in him.
absolutely. And that is Mr. Adolis Garcia, who signs a 1-year, $12.75 million deal with the Philadelphia Phillies.
That's a big upgrade of defensively over Nick Castellanos.
Yeah,
Big.
it really is.
That's a team that needs defense really bad. So it's a great fit.
Did we pay him around $8 million this past year?
That's like 10?
His arbitration was like 10.
And
it
it was
was
10?
It was like
Okay.
10 flat.
And he was projected to get 12 this coming year, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. I hope he does well.
He's gonna fit it. He's a good Philly type guy. They'll like him.
They will.
Because he, like, one of the things that I always liked that he did was there was a few home runs where he hit the home run and then he's like pumping up the Rangers on the front of his chest as he's going. Like Philly fans will eat that up.
Yeah. And that close, they have that in the right field. Doesn't in the outfield seats they go down pretty far to the field?
they do.
He's
yeah.
gonna love that.
Yeah.
He's gonna have them,
They're gonna be hyped.
Yeah. So, yeah. Good for
But
Bombi.
can-
As I'm wearing
can
his
they-
jersey today.
Can they handle his cold streaks though and all them strikeouts?
Yeah, Philly is a rough place to go for fandom when you're not doing well.
Just ask Alec Boehm.
Oh God, yeah.
Fucking hate it here.
All right, next up in the news, these are not the bullpen pieces we were looking for, apparently, or Chris Young, I guess, because Hobie Milner signed with the Chicago Cubs on a 1-year, $3.75 million deal.
Would have paid him that.
Very
Yeah.
affordable.
Would have paid him that.
And Sean Armstrong signed a 1-year, $5.5 million deal with Cleveland.
I don't know if I would have paid him that, but he deserves it.
Yeah,
He earned it at least.
yeah,
I would have split the difference and signed them both.
yeah. $4 million each.
Four each.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you guys want 4 each? Yeah, I
Good
was
for
really
Sean
disappointed
Armstrong.
we didn't get at least one of these guys back. It's kind of crazy, but what can you do?
Try to find guys like that again this year.
And see why we trust.
Yeah.
He finds guys that are under 40 sometimes.
Ray Davis is like, look at all these cobwebs in my pocketbook. It's just, guys, it's empty in here. That energy transfer pipeline's dry. I mean,
Oh God. Well, instead of signing those guys, the first bullpen pieces to be added this offseason were former Cincinnati Red Alexis Diaz, and then former Chicago White Sox Tyler Alexander, and Father Time. Oh, no, wait, that's Chris Martin. You heard that right. Arlington native and 39-year-old will be turning 40 in June. Chris Martin is bringing his old bones back to the pitcher's mound in a Rangers uniform for $4 million. That is $1.5 less than last season.
You had $4 million to spend on a reliever, and you gave it to Chris Martin over Hobie Milner?
Hobie Milner!
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hobie Milner pitched.
He did. He was out there.
Yes.
I don't understand that.
I don't get that either.
That one was curious. Like, yes, Chris Martin,
so old.
When he was pitching, maybe was probably the best of the three, but he was hurt so much.
I can't. I have to find out how many innings he pitched because it can't be that many.
I would bet.
I mean, you had to trade for 2 other back of the bullpen arms at the trade deadline because Chris Martin was so hurt.
And you wanted. You at one point he was the closer after old Luke Jackson poo-pooed.
42.1. 42 and a third.
You giving him $100,000 per inning or whatever? Like, come on.
That's nuts. Yeah, if I don't get, I mean, I'm looking at all of his inning pitch throughout his entire career, and they're like around that. Like that's on the lower end, but I better get 50 innings out of you, dude.
Does it give you his ERA plus from last year? Please tell me at least it's 120.
124.
Okay. So the value's there, I guess. Ugh, I don't like it.
Yeah, I would much rather have Hobie Milner.
Yes,
for $4 million. I would have even happily given him the extra $500,000. Then I think we've got a couple of profiles on some of the new guys. Mm-hmm. Who wants to take that one?
I could do Tyler Alexander. So this may be the classic Chris Young and Uncle Fester Maker reclamation project. He's not had an above-average year since 2021.
Oh, super!
Which was pretty much his rookie year. I think he may have pitched a cup of coffee in the pandemic season. So that was the last time he had an ERA plus that was over 100. So that was the last time he was above league average, and it was also the last time he had a regular ERA that was under 4.
Oh,
Since then,
oh my God!
Yeah.
So he's.
But it's Chicago, and everyone's ass there.
He's not posted a positive WAR since then either.
Yeah,
so he's had negative value. So that's another interesting thing. He does throw 4 different fastballs. I think if I can remember this off the top of my head, he had the 4-seam, he had the sweeper, the cutter, and I think a sinker. So he's, and I think the velocity topped out about 90 on the 4-seam. So that tells me that this guy's got to hit his spots. And then if he's
got 4 tepid fastballs.
Yes, and then the changeup is his off-speed pitch is a changeup. So
an even slower fastball.
Yeah, and so
with more break.
The look on Tony's face is the look in my brain, which is why.
Yeah.
What do you see? Like what? I don't know. I don't know what he pitches. He eats innings. That's one thing he can do. That's about it. That's the only.
Why would we want that in a reliever?
Yeah, that's the only redeeming quality that I could find just looking at numbers. So this one is perplexing. Hopefully, I'm going to give him the same grade I gave Sean Armstrong coming into last season, which is this guy's ass, and hopefully he'll prove me wrong.
All right, there you go.
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
Tyler Alexander is ass. You want to do Alexis or do you want me?
I've just got a couple of things on him. I don't know if you got a profile up for Diaz. I just got a couple of things.
What you
picking over his stats. Diaz is a guy with a lot of torque going on in his delivery.
Yes. A lot of power.
His extension ratings are in the 99th and 100th percentile. Like nobody pushes off the mound like Diaz. Nobody gets more out of their frame and mechanics at this point than he does. The issue that we're having is he seems to, for a young guy, be experiencing a lot of arm fatigue. His fastball velocity has dropped from the 79th percentile in 2022 to 58, 47 in this past season in the 35th percentile for fastball velocity. For a guy that throws 2 pitches His fastball velocity is pretty damn important.
Yeah.
So this past season specifically, he had a lingering hamstring thing, like the whole season. Mm-hmm. And I wonder if that helped eat up some of that velocity, possibly. If he didn't have good lower body strength to push off.
It's just like a steep decline every year, though.
It's really strange.
And maybe just with that kind of extension, gave all his body could that rookie year and has never quite recovered since.
I will, to his credit, despite the decrease in velocity, there's a lot of red in this baseball savant as far as expected outcomes based on the life that he's showing on his pitches and stuff like that.
There's good movement.
So like extra base hit, slugging percentage, OBP, hard hit percentage, K percentage.
Okay.
They're all in at least the 85th percentile.
Okay.
Like, he's got some life to his stuff.
That's encouraging. So that's one of those, if you're hitting dribblers if you're hitting it.
And by stuff, it's not stuff. It's like thing. It's like thing.
This or that.
This or that.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of true two-pitch pitchers.
Yeah, fastball, slider, and that's it.
He's going to be fun, I feel like. I just hope he's not like Robert Garcia fun.
Oh, man.
Like, a good kind of fun.
He's a guy that we need him in mop-up roles early on in the season.
Build some confidence.
Build confidence and just gas him out.
He's still young, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his rookie year, by the way, ERA plus of 2.37 and a regular ERA of 1.84.
Yeah, I saw that.
And man,
that was
ate
nuts.
his rookie year.
One other thing, his K percentage went from 93 and 90 to in 2024 it dropped to 48.
Oh.
So it could also be a couple of seasons here, a couple of times through this league. People with only two pitches here, maybe people have just got you figured out, and you've failed to make your adjustment.
Maybe this is a Plato guy where they're hoping Jordan Teagues can mold him into something, his raw abilities into something more sustainable.
I feel like
said that about who did we say that who was our the guy we traded our first baseman for?
Oh, Robert Garcia.
Spacing.
Robert Garcia.
Yeah, Garcia.
Yeah.
Yeah. He so that kind of project.
Yeah, I think so.
And dudes, even to this day, still will add a third pitch in the bigs or fourth pitch in the bigs. You know? Doesn't this like my favorite's just like I became teammates with this guy, and he showed me his grip, and I started doing that. All of a sudden, it worked really well for me. Like, I know there's a couple, I don't know which pitch it is of Chris Sale's, but there's one grip that Chris Sale does that he's shown several teammates that they've all, like, just been like, thank God for this guy. Changed my career.
Arm angle. One other thing. Arm angle. So, in 2022, when he was pitching well, his release on his arm angle was at 17 degrees. And when he started experiencing his struggle, his arm angle dropped to 12 and 10%.
Oh.
So I don't know if there's a mechanical issue at play here, but it seems like when he pitches well, it's when he's coming from more over the top than from the side.
That's very interesting. When they sign guys like this, I always just get the feeling that it's like, okay, they see something. Yeah. And I feel like they've earned that kind of reputation at this point. Yeah. You know, it feels like 3 out of every 4 signings they do for the bullpen tends to work out at least. So I'm like, okay, there's something there that they're seeing that they're like, oh, we come here, we know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting there with the starting rotation guys, but for relievers, I feel like we've got a good track record.
I will withhold judgment on whether we're capable of that or whether Mike Maddox was capable.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that is a good take.
This is the year to find out.
Yeah, because I am a little worried about that.
Don't remind me. And he's in Anaheim.
Well, I know.
You let him go to Anaheim with Kurt Suzuki? He'd rather work with Kurt Suzuki than freaking Skip Shaw.
They were like, you can keep Michael Young, but we're taking Mike Maddox.
God.
Yeah. All right, next up here in the news. Oh, we got trouble. Right here, Ranger City. That's trouble with a capital T. That rhymes for G, and that stands for goo.
I thought that was go, as in go to New York, Marcus Simeon.
I was totally read that. Go!
MLB insider Jonah Heim, while on the Bleacher Report Live, I will link that in the show notes, during the winter meetings, reported that that the Rangers ultimately traded Marcus Semien to the Mets in part because the organization wanted to break up the pairing, Semien and Seager, over what he described as a, quote, clubhouse thing, adding that there was, quote, a bit of a conflict here.
So say Buck Showalter smelled that like a bloodhound. He was like, why do you trade your captain? That's weird to me.
Yeah, but yeah,
He smelled that one a mile away.
Yeah, Buck Showalter was definitely fanning some flames, and rightfully so. Jeff Wilson of the DLLS podcast also noted that Semien made multiple attempts to organize team get-togethers throughout the year, and only a handful of players attended.
Why? This is the one that is bugging me the most. Is you got a guy who is pretty much accepted as your team captain, who is putting it out there saying, guys, let's get together and hang out, and dudes are not showing up.
That
is it
strange.
His personality? Is it the rest of the team's personality? Is it cliquish? Are there guys saying, no, don't go? Or are there guys saying, oh, I wouldn't hang out with Marcus? Why? This feels like the kind of thing that, when you're professionals, everybody shows up and does.
It's weird that this feels important because it sounds so high school.
It really
but
does.
when you have those offensive struggles that you guys, where you feel like your team isn't playing as a team, then you want to know why, and these things come out. It's just what are they missing that other teams have?
Have y'all ever seen that Draft Day movie with Kevin Costner?
Yes. The birthday.
Yeah.
They went to the birthday and nobody came.
Why did you traded all these picks for him? Why didn't you draft him? Nobody went to his birthday party. I don't like him.
That's exactly what it sounded like. That's what I thought of when I read that. Also to note, the Rangers Nation source, familiar with the situation, claimed that tensions escalated in late 2025 when Semien allegedly directed a remark towards Seager suggesting that he, quote, talked a lot for someone who only played around 30 games that year.
Which is curious to me because I never pegged him as a guy that talked a lot.
No.
So,
and I'm assuming it was probably some comment to a reporter or someone about our offensive struggles or whatever.
Yeah, and Seager's response was, only needed to play 30 games to have more dingers than you.
Right.
And then the last one here, I'll take you back to June when Kevin Pillar said that there was a discerning disconnect among the team in the locker room, where players just kind of did their own thing, and he was surprised that there wasn't the kind of camaraderie and cohesion in the clubhouse after winning the World Series. Kevin was right all along.
He was trying to tell us, man.
We all were salty. We took it personally.
Yep,
we thought,
everyone.
you're just mad because you got cut.
That's what everybody thought.
Yep. Nope, he was trying to tell us.
He knew.
He's been in winning clubhouses before. He knows what it looks like, and he did not see it here.
Yeah, that's strange.
And he was trying to tell us. But man, yeah, talks a lot for a guy who only plays 30 games a year. That's the kind of comment that you make when you feel like you got an irreparable relationship with your your double play partner. You know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you don't fire that kind of comment off.
That's also a comment you make when you're coming from a place of insecurity yourself. So.
I gotta think so because he prides himself on his whole Iron Man thing.
Yeah, but I have to because I can't pride myself on my back.
Yep. And so is it just when Seager said anything at all, he immediately snapped?
Yeah.
But also from everything I've heard about Marcus is that doesn't sound like Marcus. Marcus is Captain Nice Guy. Has always had that kind of reputation.
I wonder if his just performance on the field over the last
really
two seasons
getting to him.
Yeah. Oh, he's in a spot where
he went from
knows.
third place in the MVP, finishing to one of the worst in the league.
It's like his power just kind of left, dude.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I still love this guy. I'm wearing his jersey again currently, but wish him well in New York. I mean, they traded Jeff McNeil, so he's definitely the second baseman there now.
Yeah.
I advocated for trading the guy for practical reasons to get Pookie more at bats, mostly,
and to save some dollars.
But if you're going to draw a line in the sand with Corey Seager, that's not going to end well for you, my guy.
You're talking about the guy that is the guy in as far as success in the franchise's history. So
yeah. Oh yeah. All right, and that's all for the news.
News.
Okay, we'll take you over to the meat and potatoes. Get your forks and knives ready. This is a juicy steak. Today we're talking about Danny Jansen.
Got some side dish to the Higashioka pudding.
Yes, that's right. We are talking about Daniel Robert Jansen.
His name is not Jonah.
No. He is 6'1", 240, 30 years old. His birthday, April 15th, so he will turn 31 very early on in the season. From Elmhurst, Illinois. Drafted in 2013 by the Toronto Blue Jays in the 16th round out of Appleton West High School in Wisconsin. He made his debut August 13th, 2018 against Kansas City, where he went 2 for 3 with 2 singles, and then strung together a 6-game hitting streak his first week in the major leagues.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, that is a big deal. It's good for him, especially because he has been primarily a platoon catcher his entire career. So he spent the first 6 seasons in Toronto and was traded to Boston in July of 2024. And this is probably the most historic trades, one of the most historic trades in MLB history, and it will be his claim to fame.
I remember this now.
Because it happened like this.
I remember this.
When I saw this, also, I'll add this, when I saw this felt like this was like just happened this year. I didn't realize it happened the year previous. But, so Jansen and the Blue Jays, when he was playing for the Blue Jays, they were playing the Red Sox on June 26th. And there was a rain delay in the second inning. So this postponed the game. They were going to pick it up at a later date. A month and 1 day later, on July 27th, he was traded to the Red Sox. So fast forward another 30 days from that to August 26th, and they are now making up that rain delay game, the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. And guess who's catching for the Red Sox? Danny Jansen. So that is right. He is considered the only player to ever play for both teams in the same game. And
but wait, there's more.
Here's where it gets even wilder. He was at bat when the game was delayed.
There was so much talk about how this was going to be handled, too.
Yep. So when he got behind the plate in August for his new team, the opposing team in the game, he was essentially catching his own at-bat, which was now being handled by pinch hitter Dalton Varsho.
So wild.
That is the most famous thing that will happen to Danny Jansen of his career, unless he does some wild World Series stuff or anything other than that. But that is crazy.
Like, Danny, this one at bat, we need you to hit the ball and catch the ball at the same time.
I don't know I can't remember how they statistically counted it. If it was like they both got credit for an at bat, or if it was just Varsho. But yeah, there was the whole talk about does he still get credit for it, and does it go to his offensive line?
Put the old uni back on.
Right. Oh, so crazy. So,
what are the odds that just the fact that he was at bat and he was the player that got credit? The freaking odds. Oh, and it's the catcher.
It's literally like being struck by lightning.
Yeah, you'll never see this again.
Yeah,
like in our lifetimes, this one's never happening again.
It's a lightning strike.
Oh man.
So after he is on the Red Sox, he went to Tampa Bay for part of 2025. And then he was traded to Milwaukee in July and spent 1.5 seasons in the land of beer and sausages before now signing a 2-year, $14.5 million deal with the Rangers.
It's good value, I feel like.
It's $1 million more, I think, than Higashioka is making. And I compared these guys on the StatHead, and it was glaring. And I did not realize it was glaring because Higashioka doesn't. I feel like his statistics don't give an accurate portrayal of his full athletic profile.
Like selling them short?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll pull it up later.
He's such a late bloomer.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys have stuff on Danny Jansen. I want to hear it. But so while y'all are talking about that, I do want to pull up that comparison so I can give it to y'all. And then I've got a couple of Danny Jansen stuff myself, and then we'll get into some predictions. So take it away, cohorts.
I'm not sure that I agree with this signing. And it's not that Danny Jansen's not a good catcher, not a good major league catcher, especially in the platoon role we're going to have him in. But I'm just not sure that he's a great fit for the staff that we're going to have. You know, Danny Jansen's best gifts are his ability to block bad pitches.
That is his best. That is certainly his best defensive metric by far. I will say another one that he has over Kyle Higashioka is the ability to throw people out at second base, where Kyle Higashioka's numbers are just trash. It's not going to happen.
Right. So it's not that Jansen's good at that, but Higashioka's pretty bad.
He's yeah. Well, I wouldn't say Jansen is bad. He's league average at it, and then he has had years where he is slightly above league average. So it's never going to be below average getting guys out at second, which is nice. Nice to have.
with your featured ability behind the plate being able to block bad pitches, you would want to feature that guy in a platoon role where, you know, he's catching for a pitching staff that's having control issues.
Yeah, or guys who throw a lot more breaking balls, need guys to chase.
Or if you have a specialty guy like a knuckleballer or something like that, he'd be excellent in that type of role.
Yeah.
We don't really feature a guy like that. I don't know if we are a team that can accentuate what he does best.
Rocker would be the only guy that I could think of that
we
would benefit
want him
from this
to catch for. Yeah. And with paying him even a little more than we gave Higashioka, I'm not sure it's a great fit.
I'm also not crazy about the pay. I don't know if he deserves that much.
Really?
I think
as a catcher?
Yeah, I think it should have. I think it should have been the same. I think really the $1.5 million makes the difference for me.
3 WAR last year.
Well, I know.
I thought if the pay was great, if anything.
So that's the other crazy thing. When
that
I'm
was a
looking at his
redeeming
stats,
factor of the
like
contract.
it was very difficult to understand where his WAR was coming from, because I think he's like a career 11-point-something WAR guy.
So like last year was almost like a career year. Then.
Yeah, in 8 seasons, which is half seasons or slightly over half seasons. So you could say in 4 to 5 seasons he's got 11.5 WAR. I'm like, well, how?
And like Baseball Reference specifically doesn't factor like framing into theirs, and Fangraphs does. So that 2.8 doesn't even take framing into account.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Offensively, for Jansen, it's pretty unremarkable. He's hovering around between 200 and 220 for that batting average.
The OPS plus last year was 101, so like dead average league wise.
Delving into pitch specifics, he's below average against every kind of pitch except your breaking pitch. So basically anything with horizontal movement, he's all over that.
Yeah.
And I guess that can be expected from a catcher. You'd expect him to have an eye for that.
Jake Berger is like that. He's a horizontal movement guy who can also crush at the top of the zone.
I don't like it. We could have done better here.
The offense is what scared me the most. I'll get into one of my first points about him here, is because the offense looks really rough. I think Kyle Higashioka certainly has more of a higher ceiling offensively.
They kind of flip-flop as far as one being defensive and the other offensive.
And this is where I think most of his WAR comes from, is his on-base percentage and his walk rate.
Yeah, the 346 on base is pretty good.
He walks a lot. His walk percentage is above 12 in the last 2 years. His average is 8 to 10, or the league average is 8 to 10. And then in 2024, even though his batting average was 205, his on base, he still got on base at 309. I'm like, how did you do that with a 205 batting average?
That is,
and then and then in last year, his batting average was 215, and he had an on base of 321 because he's walking so many times. So he walked 40 times in 92 games last season, in 2024, and then 42 times in 98 games. He's walking almost once every other game.
That got him OPS-wise to 720, which really he's not a starting catcher. We got 2 backup catchers that are going to be trying to, I guess, split the games evenly, it sounds like. Interesting.
He has a really weird strikeout percentage going on right now too. He has like the highest strikeout percentage he's ever had in his career last season at like 25. That's a lot. That is like the league average is 17 to 19, I think. So it was bad. And he's usually around league average. So I'm thinking maybe we can get his strikes under control and he might be able to even walk more. So I think the reason is that we have him on and that his WAR is as high as it is that he gets on base.
What did we pay him?
He's 14.5 for 2 years, so he's making like 7.75, right? 7.75 a year.
If we had taken Jonah to ARB, what do you think he was looking at?
At least 10, I think.
His was I can look it up. It wasn't much. It was like $5 million.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he would have probably had to make 6.5, 7.
Was this his last year
maybe.
Or next to last year?
This was
next to last year, I think.
Okay.
It'll be interesting to see what he signs for because I think I would rather have him at his arbitration number than Jansen.
I can compare all three of them, actually. I'll pull that up. $6 million is his suggested signing. 1 year, $6 million.
I would.
Don't you? I would. He's just got more upside than Jansen does, I think.
Upside, yes, but I feel like
And Jonah could frame like a MFer.
Yeah.
Jonah could really frame.
But the value
his
of
pitches.
framing is going to go way down this year with the ABS.
Yeah, that's true. That's really
but
true.
not totally because you can't challenge every single pitch.
Yeah.
So that aspect will still surely be there. It's just going to be, yeah. That's my biggest question about ABS is how does it affect pitch framing this year? That's going to be the big story. And will sites like Fangraphs adjust their calculations for value because of it?
I think also another part of his positive, his huge WAR is the amount of RBIs he gets. He gets a lot of RBIs for only playing half a season.
Yeah. 36 for half a season from a catcher is good.
Yeah. And he has seasons where he's at 53, 44,
40,
43. He's usually in the high 20s. And, had 36 last year, batting .215 with an OPS of 721, slightly above average because he's getting on base so many damn times.
Do you have anything else on Jansen, Tony?
I wonder, based on that, though, I wonder what his numbers look like with runners on base. I wonder if he's just kind of got an extra gear.
I'm sure there's a way to look it up, but not quickly.
Yeah.
My thing on Danny Jansen, because I didn't want to end up just saying the same thing you guys said, potentially, is what scares me the most about this signing and getting rid of Jonah Heim, because it felt like after 2023, we put a lot of eggs in the Jonah Heim basket as far as our future, right? Malcolm Moore is our 11th overall prospect.
Yeah.
He's in high A ball at age 22. His ETA for the big leagues is 2027. He's the only catching prospect in our top 30 prospects, at least. And you got two old guys now. I mean, he's going to be, Dave Jansen's 31, and then, Higgy's like 36. You got two old guys behind the plate. I'm terrified about the catching position going forward. We got nothing in our future. I mean, unless Malcolm Moore just shows up. Like it's not like your number 3 overall prospect is at AA and just about ready to come.
We'll move Wyatt back to catcher.
Oh, Lord. Dude, I'm a little worried about the future at that position now. Or a little bit worried. I'm very worried about the future at that position. And like looking at Malcolm Moore's stats from last year, 25 games, 6 doubles, 3 home runs, nothing to.
184.
What, you got that?
I found it. 184 is his batting average with runners in scoring position.
Ooh.
Yikes.
225 is his batting average with men on. That's so wild. So if they're on first base, it's
he's pretty all right.
It's like 40 points higher if it's just one guy on first base.
Don't stretch it into a double, man. Yeah. Danny's hitting behind you. Don't stretch it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's weird.
That is so weird. Yeah, if there's just a guy on first base, it says, I guess if it's just one man on I'm guessing that's what this is. Or no. I think this is just first base. His batting average is 273.
What?
That's so crazy.
What? Good Lord. 273
That's
compared
for
to your 215
yeah.
average?
That's for like just this last season. That's nuts. So I do have them compared, but Chris, do you have other things on him?
The one other thing I wanted to look at is scaring me already.
No.
I was just looking next year to see, like, is there going to be a stud catcher or another good catcher out there potentially?
You're looking for free agents.
Yeah, and the answer to that question is Tyler Stevenson. And so that's like Danny Jansen.
We should trade for Shea Langoliers.
Oh, man. Or, no, yeah.
That just...
I like that idea a lot.
That just...
Or Adley.
It's like Timothy Chalamet. It just sounds like gibberish. Shamalama ding dong. You know?
And Brent Rooker. It would be a package deal.
Shea Langoliers. Shigga-ligga-ligga-ligga.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I would love nothing more than to have Brent Rooker in the middle of this lineup at
That'd
this
be so
point.
great.
Oh, my God. We could use that offense tremendously.
Oh, we could trade Kumar Rocket for him. We could trade him, and I would trade him and...
This is John Fisher. You actually signed a guy to a long-term contract. Surely you're regretting that already.
Yeah, absolutely you are.
How about a guy that's pre-arb?
All right, so I've got the three catchers compared, Jonah, Kyle, and Danny Jansen.
Okay.
So as far as WAR goes, it is Jansen with 11.5.
What was the career? This
Yes,
is career
this is
comparisons?
career, yeah, this is career WAR, 11.5. Jonah's at 7. Kyle's at 3.9.
Danny's had the longest career, right?
Yeah.
As far as games played.
No,
Or Higgy?
it's
Higgy?
Jonah.
Really?
Yeah, 608.
Games played?
Yeah, games.
Really?
Jansen's right at their 599 though.
Man, I guess that's the difference of being a starting catcher. Shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, because Jonah's only been in the league.
This is 20 barely.
6, yeah.
Like
6
2021.
seasons. And Danny's been in there 8 seasons, but only half years. And then Kyle's the same. Kyle's been here a lot longer. Kyle's been in the league for 9. Let's see.
I think 2016 was his rookie year.
Yeah, 9 seasons, and he's only played just under 500. So the other two guys are at 6.
That's
and
wild.
Kyle's at 5. Let's see. Plate appearances, Jonah is a little bit higher than Danny. He's out hitting him 455 to 391
On hits?
on hits.
Okay.
Danny is out homering Jonah by 20.
Oh.
It's 88 to 68.
Okay. I always thought Jonah had a little pop, but that's encouraging.
Jonah is out RBIing Danny by
RSBIs.
RBIing by about 30. And remember, Jonah's got 200 more plate appearances. Career batting average 225 to 220. So pretty much the same.
Yeah. Interesting.
Now, on base, slugging, OPS, and OPS plus is all Danny Jansen.
So way more patient at the plate than Jonah.
Yeah.
And that was how many times is Jonah just swinging and looking defeated up there at the plate?
Yeah.
So that's encouraging.
And all of Higgy's numbers between slugging, OPS, and OPS plus are closer to Jansen's than Jonah's were.
Okay.
Particularly slugging. Jansen's at 415. Kyle's at 410 for his career. Jonah's at 371.
This is a lot closer than I thought.
Yeah. The question is it worth paying Danny Jansen $1.5 million more to be able to take a walk? Unlike Jonah,
I guess we'll find out.
Sounds like it. And I just don't know at this point. The
And I
relationship is kind of sour with Jonah. I just don't know.
Yeah. And Jonah was... Yeah, where's Jonah in this clubhouse situation? Because I love Jonah.
You can tell he didn't want to be here.
He's like a dude that definitely is a wear your emotions on your sleeve kind of guy.
Yes.
If anybody's wearing it on his face, it was Jonah Heim. And again, that's a dude I wish the best for. I like Jonah Heim. Like the headphones thing was one of the best cues ever, but...
So let us get into some predictions for Danny Jansen. We'll lead it off with the slash line. I have got him batting 220, on base at 330, slugging at 401, which makes an OPS of 731.
I would gladly take that. If we get that, I'll be happy.
It's slightly better than last year.
And he seemed, when he got traded to Milwaukee last year, seemed like he picked it up. So
Yeah. Yeah, it feels, when just looking over at his overall stats, it looks like he's on the upswing. Tony, what do you got him?
208, 318, 369 for an OPS of 687.
Oh,
power slippage there?
Yep.
okay. Ballpark shows no moisey.
Yes. No lie. I didn't even really think about that too much. I mean, in Milwaukee, it's not
It plays big, I feel like.
it might lean slightly offensive, like slightly batter friendly, but it's like right there in the middle league wise. And then meanwhile, we're over here is
I think
the
he's
Grand
just-
Canyon of ballparks.
I think he's just gonna hammer ropes into left field right over the wall all year long.
That would be great.
All right, Chris, what do you got for slash line?
Somehow, I'm the most optimistic. I could see him hitting 230, 342. Has the on-base percentage and slugging an even 400 for an OPS of 742.
That's great.
He's had several years that have been better than that in his career, and he hit really well when he did get to Milwaukee last year. And so maybe just the, starting the year in Tampa Bay and playing in a baby, spring training ballpark, maybe he's not as into it, but once you actually get into a real man's ballpark, it was fun again. So, but yeah, I got him as an OPS of 742. I expect good things. We're not. I mean, if you had a 742 in our lineup last year, you're like the best player in the lineup.
No kidding.
So. Hoping for good things. Hopefully.
The next one is games at catcher. I am the highest on this one. I've got him at 95. I think he's going to catch 95 games.
Okay. More than Jonah last year?
Yeah, more than Jonah last year.
I got us at 87 on the games at catcher.
50.
50.
81.
All right. Walks. Let's do the walks now. I've got him at 40 walks, an even 40.
36.
Okay.
I went vanilla and I agreed with Robbie, but I think that's right on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had right around there his entire career. If you wanted to be like very general, it's like he could be good. Oh, we're actually going to talk about this in a second, so I won't say it. But yeah, the strikeout to walk ratio has been pretty consistent through his career.
Yeah. Home runs. I'm the highest on this one. Like I said, I think he's going to poke a lot over to left field. 17 home runs. It's 2 better than he did, or 3 better than he did last season.
A little dip in the power here, as we mentioned earlier. 12 dingers.
Okay.
Split the difference between you gentlemen more or less. Went with 15.
An even 15.
I can just see it with the kind of a combination of the two, where left field could be very friendly to him, but at the same time, Globe Life Field sucks for batters. So.
Yeah.
I think as a whole, with all my predictions, like it's going to be very tempered offensive predictions. They're going to have to show me something before
I feel that.
That's fair.
Our last one is strikeouts. And I think he's going to get these strikeouts back under control. I think it's going to go down to 71, which he was pretty high last year. What was it? It was 86.
I'm going to go with 79.
Okay. Still less than last year. Chris said nope.
I say you stay pretty consistent at 40 to 80 there. 82 strikeouts.
Chris said he's still going to be hacking at it.
I'm looking at my on-base projection compared to yours, and I guess the only way that... I guess that kind of accounts. I had a higher batting average, so yeah, no, that works.
Yeah.
Okay. Higher batting average, higher on-base percentage.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I can't wait to see how wrong we all are next year.
Did we like even really... Did we nail any of them?
There were a few.
Okay.
There were a few that we did, and that episode is coming out at some point. I promise, guys. But it's December. We were all taking some time off. Not a ton happening in baseball.
There's still a few more months of this offseason, unfortunately.
Yeah. I am getting hungry for the baseball, though. Getting excited.
Spring training is be here before we know it. About a month and a half.
Yep. All right, it is now time to step into the office of the assistant to the assistant GM, Tony Cook.
Welcome in, welcome in.
UNT won their bowl game.
It looked like it was. I didn't see it, but it looked like by the score it was a good game.
They ran it up and then let them come back.
Oh, okay.
Normally on this segment, I like to talk about something other than baseball. Well, not necessarily other than baseball, but just all GM perspectives.
Yes.
Oh.
So I don't know if any of y'all noticed a few days ago, maybe a week ago now, that Draymond Green got into an argument with Steve Kerr on the sideline.
I heard about that.
Didn't see the footage, but yeah, I heard.
And Draymond Green just storms off and goes to the locker room and just takes himself out of the game.
You have to talk about it on his podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. So it just kind of got me thinking about the archetype role that Draymond Green has played his whole career.
Okay.
And how different sporting leagues tend to utilize and exploit those types of individuals towards their own gain, and then toss them aside once they feel that they don't provide any use for them anymore.
Okay.
Do you feel like they're tossing Draymond aside?
He was just in a commercial for
Not
being on
yet.
Santa Claus's naughty list.
So, not yet, but it's coming.
But he's old,
And
and like I feel like
It's-
it's justified by the time they do. Just he's been around so long.
So I've got a whole list together
Okay.
of players that I'm talking about, and it just almost never ends well for these type of players.
Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah,
It did pretty good for him.
Yeah, yeah.
When's July 1st?
Just a few players that I would kind of exemplify what I'm talking about here. Obviously, the main one in basketball is Rodman.
I was
Oh,
just going to
yeah.
say Dennis Rodman.
True.
That was exact. That's who
Yeah, by the
very
time he
first
got to the
came mind.
Mavs.
But this specific type of individual usually comes from a troubled background. It's got some trauma that they're dealing with and are using to, channel all of that
Yeah.
into their... And then once they're not playing anymore, they don't have anything to channel that through, and you've not provided these individuals with the tools to deal with this.
Well, I can think of one big Ranger one off the bat. I'm sure he's on your list.
Yes, he is. So the list consists of
A couple of Rangers I can actually think of.
Draymond Green, Dennis Rodman, Ron Artest,
Yeah.
Meta World Peace.
Meta World Peace.
Hollywood Henderson,
Oh.
Charles Haley,
Yes, Charles will say this is a great example.
Michael Irvin.
Yeah. But
I don't know. He's in such a... I don't
seems
know.
to-
I don't know about Michael Irvin.
the man is like a...
I think at one point...
he's Teflon.
Michael
None of it
Irvin has
sticks.
been enabled. And this behavior has persisted because he's been enabled.
Too much Teflon?
I agree with that. I cannot disagree.
Josh Hamilton,
Yes.
Tyreek Hill,
Oh, yeah.
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 O.J. Simpson, Pete Rose,
But he had so many hits.
Pete Rose.
Yeah, Pete Rose is one.
It doesn't matter how great it gets. It almost never ends well.
Yeah.
Fair. And it did not.
Lenny Dykstra,
Yeah.
Daryl Strawberry,
Yes.
Doc Gooden,
Yes.
basically all the 80s Mets.
Yes. Keith Hernandez.
Beat the Mets. Beat the Mets.
Bobby Knight,
Oh.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, coach. Didn't think about
Man, I
that.
didn't even think about that.
as long as you're winning games, nobody's
Right.
going to tell you shit.
But as soon as you stop, they don't put up with it no more.
Ryan Leaf,
Yeah.
Johnny Manziel,
Oh, yes.
Lawrence Taylor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and
LT. Yeah.
countless combat sport participants. Countless, innumerous
As soon as they
combat
fall
sport
off.
participants. I wasn't necessarily trying to preach about anything specifically. Just
That observation.
it's got a plantation mentality to it.
That's a good way to put it. Jeez.
Yeah, once your usefulness is running its course, we don't support you. Hey, if you want a heartwarming side of that, is it Andrew Tolez? Is it the guy that used to play for the Dodgers that had the
Yeah.
I think it was maybe schizophrenia, but he definitely had some mental issues, but every year they re-sign him to a contract to keep his insurance valid for him.
That's
So,
pretty cool.
They've been doing that and I think the last time he played was almost a decade ago now.
It's interesting you bring that up, Tony, because I think the Tyler Skaggs trial just settled.
It did, yes.
Yes.
That is, that's a Tyler Skaggs.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
great example of enabling that kind of behavior.
Enabled, very much so. And apparently in the discovery that came out in the court filings, there was something about Mike Trout biting a pimple off of Tyler Skaggs' butt.
I think so. Yeah, I heard that. I did
Gross.
hear about that.
Yeah. Come on, Mike Trout. I thought you were boring, bro.
Yeah.
Gross.
That's the most spiciest thing I've ever... That's the spiciest thing I've ever heard you do.
That's not even spicy. That's just nasty.
I like weather and pimples.
Like his attitude and just the way he is kind of fed into this, but his decline accompanying his personality, he's not going to be remembered well, and he should be celebrated like Griffey. You know what I mean?
It's almost lucky his peak was so high, because he might find himself in that Andrew Jones conversation almost with his rough of the past half decade.
Yeah, he's going to end up in an Andrew Jones conversation, and he should be in a Griffey conversation.
Yeah, he went from like a unanimous first ballot Hall of Famer to somebody that's probably not going to be one now. Like if he retired today, I don't think he'd be unanimous.
Think so.
If he had retired right at 10 years, he would have been.
What have you done for me lately?
Well, thank you, dear listeners, for playing along on another episode of The Ranger Zone.
The Ranger Zone.
It always means a great deal that you take the time to spend the time with us. Every Christmas light, wreath, Christmas village figure, stocking, and holly jolly accoutrement you have to put back in the attic.
Accoutrements.
As always, you can keep up with us trying to keep up with social media on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Ranger Zone Pod. That is at Ranger Zone Pod. We're worth a follow for the nonsense alone. And of course, you can listen to us anywhere you get your podcasts. Thank you again. This has been the Ranger Zone, and I have been Robbie Belusic.
I have been Chris Green, and El Bombi's going to hit 35 home runs next year.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
And that's the way the baseball go.